Hello everyone! We have 3 bets I'll be covering today. 2 from the KDR, which is Rave vs Pokerface and Rave vs MVP, and 1 from the Star Ladder, which is Invasion vs Arrow. The first game up is Rave vs Pokerface, and I think this should be a pretty exciting game. The Rave have been performing decently well last night as the Southeast Asian scene settles down, and I expect big things from their lineup. Typically Ninja Boogie will play a very snowball style of lineup. He loves to play early game aggression, and Rave will win the early game, win the mid game, and end game early if given the opportunity to. However, if Pokerface opts to shut down Ninja Boogie, the game may be a little bit harder for Rave. Pokerface haven't actually played a competitive match in a week. Their last match actually was being played against Rave, where they won in a pretty big stomp. One reason why they won, in my opinion, is Ninja Boogie took a less carry-oriented mid-game teamfighting hero with Bristleback. I think Boogie performs best on semi-carry snowball heroes like Marana, Silencer, or Ember. In addition to this, Pokerface were relentless from the get-go, scoring a first blood on Boogie before the creeps had even spawned. I think Rave should be an easy bet this game, despite the odds looking even, given that only a few early game mistakes in laning and drafting shut down their early game and never let them snowball. I feel Boogie will draft much safer this game, and while Pokerface are a strong team, Rave will not make the same mistakes they did last time. Rave has been performing superbly in the mid-game matches we've seen over the past few days, bar the best of 3 against Titan, while Pokerface has been resting without any matches. So I'd say bet Rave. The second matchup is Rave vs MVP, and this one's a little bit harder to gauge, though I am giving MVP an edge. After the bout at the TIF wildcard stages, they have been playing amazingly, showing themselves to be top contenders as the #1 team in Korea. The last match against Rave was a 16-minute GG call, and while I have faith Rave will improve over time, at the moment MVP seems to outclass them. MVP are yet to lose a match within the group stages, and while in a best of 1 anything can happen, I think at this point in time it should be MVP's game. MVP tend to draft more teamfight-oriented heroes, so even if they don't have a great start, their mid-game will normally more than suffice. Given that Rave do play snowball style normally, unless they get some anti-AoE heroes, and I believe MVP will dominate the mid-game, even with an early game start for Rave. The last game is Arrow vs Invasion, and this should also be a pretty exciting game. Arrow's lineup is starting to seem more set, with them using MTR in basically all of their matches. They beat Titan last night out in a best of 1, though Titan is still missing Ohio, which definitely showed itself in that game. Titan had a fantastic early game start, but the mid-game chainfight presence that Ohio would have had felt completely lacking, despite Chudy's best efforts. Arrow managed to turn the game and win it convincingly. Invasion, on the other hand, lost first of Parcher last night in a best of 3, 2-0. However, they were missing their star mid player Kachik Ember, who normally tends to hold the game together by just dominating his mid lane. With this in mind, I don't know how much I would look into this best of 3 as to predicting how Invasion will fare tonight. I have also messaged Invasion asking if Kachika will be here tonight, but as of right now they haven't answered me. I think if Arrow continue on their route of getting things back into the swing, they should be able to win Invasion in this best of 3. In terms of stability, they are the stronger team despite losing their captain Johnny. I believe it will be a 1-2 in favour of Arrow. Invasion have got the potential to win Arrow with Kachika Ember, but whether they can do it twice is another question. Either way, thanks for watching, have fun with your rares, and